Who's going to face the Lakers? We've got two teams ready to fight it out to move on to the quarterfinals of the SCC Tournament, and we're coming to you live from the Birdcage at Swansea for this opening round contest between the 8-seeded Case High Cardinals. They look to take on the 9-seeded Old Rochester Bulldogs. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brady Kudo with Tyler Clark and the best production team in the SCC. Tyler, last time these two teams met, Old Rochester beat the Cardinals by 2. What does Case need to do to flip the switch tonight?
Well, let's see. That first game that they played against Old Rochester was the final score 45-42. It was very, very early in the season. I think it was the first home game that they actually had on the season. Second game overall. So we're going to see a whole different Case team coming out. They're coming in with a 4-5 record. Beginning of the year, rusty, coming off a very, very long period of time where they weren't playing any games. Now they get a whole season in, 9 games in. Looking to come out strong as the 8 seed here against the 9th-seeded Bulldogs.
Case has won 2 out of their last 3. If they win tonight, it is their first playoff victory in
2011. Years. In 2011, they beat
they were an 8 seed.
They were an 8 seed. They beat the 9th seed Dayton Rehoboth Falcons in the tournament. I was the cameraman in that game.
Keep that in mind. The last time Case was an 8 seed at home, they won. They beat DR. The fans stormed the court. I would say we could do that tonight, but we can. This is Wayne Andrews' fadeaway. Long, Sutcliffe on the board. Here we go from the Birdcage, the Monahan Gymnasium.
Exciting time, too, as I said, because if they win, they face Apponequet, who they beat earlier this year. So it's not like they're staring down an undefeated team here if they get it.
Moniz' mid-range shot, no good, and a foul going the other way.
It's going to be on Moniz.
Going to give you the starting lineups for the for the Bulldogs. Liam Garrity, Jagger Jones, wearing number 4, number 0. Wayne Andrews, number 44. Stephen Morrell, number 33. And Sawyer Fox, number 2. Jones, screened by Morrell, drive inside. Pass outside to Andrews, guarded by Sutcliffe. Jones outside for 3. No good. Rebound control by Hayden Caton. Lineups for the Cardinals tonight. Caton at the 1. Moniz at the 2. Campbell's at the 3. Jordan Rodrigues and Jared Sutcliffe manning the middle at the 4 and 5. This is Caton. Pass inside to Rodrigues. Extra pass to Sutcliffe. Blocked by Morrell. Rodrigues got it back. Draw the double team. And it hit Rodrigues. It's going to be Rochester ball.
So say it's worth noting that you did talk to Coach Ian Wenzel, or he came up actually and told you about?
I talked to both coaches before the game. I'm going to start with Steve Carvalho. And we just saw a great example of this here. He told me that we need to contain Jordan Rodrigues in the paint in order to win this game.
Now, the first couple games that we did this year together, Brady, Rodrigues was fairly quiet in both games.
Yes.
He only had a handful of points in either game. And then I believe it was the Apponequet game that we did that he absolutely exploded in points. Let me go back and look at that.
He had 26 points on Tuesday. Andrews, after the shot clock goes off, it's no good. Caton will slow it down. Carvalho also told me that we need to out-rebound the Cardinals, meaning if we out-rebound the Cardinals, we should win this game. Also told me we need to make a lot of free throws, draw a lot of fouls, get more chances at the line. As Sutcliffe's corner 3, splash.
Jared Sutcliffe really likes that shot from the corner there. He's very good at it.
A very high percentage shot from the center as well.
Now, I want to point this out. They're going with that 3/4 court trap. The girls did this against Bourne in their game last week, and it worked superbly. Bourne they only had 2 points in the first quarter get going. So Case so far is controlling Old Rochester. They haven't scored yet. Of course, Case only has that 3, but the only problem about using that trap is it's tiring, and it typically leaves somebody open as Rodrigues puts that in.
Sutcliffe with the basket and the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot one. Double-double, 26 and 10.
It's quieter against Dayton Rehoboth, but
the
whole team was quiet in that game.
The free throw is off, and Campos hit it out of bounds. The last thing Steve Carvalho told me was that the 3/4 press defense needs to be on point. Needs to be very, very good.
Case is still going. Now let's look at a full court. They're not even doing 3/4. Yeah. Full court here, and that's tipped.
That's going to work
well for them right there.
Rodrigues No good.
That was
Rebounded by Sutcliffe.
nothing called on that. I'm a little surprised.
Yeah.
And that was blocked and
Blocked
fouled,
by Jones.
actually.
Blocked by Jones. It'll stay Case ball. Steve Carvalho, a 16-year veteran of Old Rochester. Promoted within, spent 3 years as an assistant. Now in year number 16 as the head coach of the Bulldogs. Caton, right wing. Campos in the corner. Sutcliffe baseline. Bounce pass inside to Roderick.
It's to Roderick.
Nice move by the senior.
Good move.
Great move. 7-0 Cardinals.
Well,
Fox.
just got that over.
Yeah. Garrity, guarded by Campos. Fox, guarded by Moniz. Drive inside. Kick back out to Wayne Andrews. He'll go inside. Nice D from Moniz and Caton.
Travel.
And we got a travel.
Coach Dan Wenzel likes what he sees so far. I don't blame him.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
He is pumped. If there was a crowd, they'd be really into it.
Mm-hmm. Ben Paquette would be on his feet in our student section. Campos looking to make a move. Moniz outside. That's short. And Old Rochester saved it. 4:18 left to go in the quarter. Garrity inside. Garrity.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession going to go to Case. Old Rochester has not looked like themselves so far.
No, Old Rochester looked really well, really good in that first game, especially since they had a couple players in COVID protocol, if I remember correctly. But really, I have to say, for a team that looked as impressive as they did there in that first game, they only ended up with the 9 seed.
Yeah.
So only one spot below Case, 9th out of 10th place in the entire conference, and ahead of only the winless Bourne Canalmen.
Yeah. Garrity's shot is good. That puts Old Rochester in the scoring column, 7-2 Cardinals.
I want to point out, too, I was a little surprised to see Wareham Vikings as a 7 seed.
Yeah.
Typically in the South
and
Coast.
Off year for sure.
Off year for them.
Roderick's up fake baseline, and he got fouled pretty hard.
Ooh. He's all right. He was just coming to his senses for a second.
Jagger George's second foul. He's going to sit. Robert Spenard check into the game for the Vikings. I'm sorry, the Bulldogs.
Wareham on your mind now.
I was going to say, I was doing the Vikings last night.
Only worth pointing out, only 9 players for the Bulldogs are dressed for this game.
And worth pointing out, Robert Spenard is a freshman, and he's 6'4".
Well, they can grow from there. Wow, that's a pretty shot. Left-handed floater.
Yeah, that teardrop shot that's worked very well for Caton this year. 9-2 Case. And Bernard, that's not going to go over his head. Garrity bounce pass to Morrell. Can't get it to go. Roderick's on the rebound. And it's another missed shot for the Bulldogs.
I don't think Spenard, he wasn't even on the roster in the last game.
I had him on the roster, but he didn't play.
He didn't play. I was going to say, I do not remember him playing. Campos!
Colby Campos fighting through traffic, and he slams it down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Wow. What a run by the Cardinals.
Campos wanted that. He drove. He had a hand right in his face, too, and he still put it in. I mean, that wasn't exactly a posterizing dunk, but it still counts. It's still 2 points. Well, Case is looking great so far in this game. Defensively, offensively, they already got 11 points. This is how many points they scored in 3 quarters against the Falcons.
Against the Falcons.
They already got 11 so far, so they're doing a lot better. And that trap that they were working with at the beginning of this game, you can see the Old Rochester coaches looking at his players like, come on, guys, we need to get going here.
Right.
Remember, this is lose and go home. This is no double elimination.
This is
if you lose, your season is over. If you're a senior, you're done. Case, if they win, as we said, will play the Apponequet Lakers, which I'm surprised, I got to be honest, that Dighton Rehoboth didn't get that 1 seed with how good a team that is.
Dighton Rehoboth and Apponequet both came in at 7-1. All right? That game was a game on Tuesday when the Cardinals played the New Bedford Bears. That game between Apponequet and DR decided not only the blue division, but the #1 overall seed in the SCC tournament. Apponequet won by 1.
And it's worth pointing out, too, that Apponequet's 1 loss was the case.
What's the case?
Right, we were here for that. So
I'm sorry, they came in with 2 losses.
2 losses. Well, they still had only 2 losses, but only one of them was one of them was the case. That's really what the most important part is here. But Case looking really, really good
They're
here.
looking phenomenal.
The last 2 tournament games that Case has had, they had a really slow start in both of them.
Nice steal by Campos, but he went over the back, and it's a foul.
So last year, they didn't qualify for the postseason. They went 9-11.
Yeah.
2 years before, they did qualify for the state tournament, both times as a 7 seed. First time they lost to Wareham. Second time they lost to Martha's Vineyard, but you weren't there for either one of the games. I was there for both, and it was a real slow gears turning in both games. So this is already a much better start.
Foul on Caton. That's his first and the team's second of the half. A free throw from Garrity is good. The second free throw is true.
Interesting that the Bulldogs are not going with the press.
You would think that they would be.
They would be, but they're going back with a normal, looking like a man-to-man defense, actually, right now for the Bulldogs.
Sutcliffe's shot, no good. A fight for the rebound. Yeah,
Two players went up for it once. Almost went out of bounds.
2:24 left to go in the quarter. Garrity, right wing. It is loud in that gym. My goodness. Spinard's 3 is short.
The number of people in the gym, at least, it certainly is.
I mean, Dan Wenzel's making half the noise, but
it's normal.
Caton trying to make a move. Gives it to Campos. Guarded by Fox. Moniz. Bounce pass to Rodrigues. Draws the double team. And a travel.
So with Coach Dan Wenzel, it's different. We used to play a game called how long until the suit coat comes off. That would be shed, but this year a more casual dress code has been allowed, so often coaches are seen wearing a polo shirt on the sidelines.
Yeah. And you're going to wonder, hopefully it'll be like that, going down the road and all areas of the game of basketball. Blocked by Sutcliffe. Nice play by the senior. They jump ball. Gonna go to the Bulldogs. Wayne Andrews checking back in for the Dogs. Yeah, Wayne Andrews has to tuck in his jersey. Wayne Andrews, 6'3", senior forward.
Proper etiquette in basketball, you tuck in your jersey.
Yep.
Referee has every right to get on you for that.
A travel called. Yeah, we got Preston Dyer checking in for Moniz.
We mentioned this last game. It's worth pointing out that looks like Spinard there for the Bulldogs has a left-handed shot.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that. Again, a rarity here.
Oh, yeah. Roderick, spin move, post up is short.
Pretty look, got his own rebound.
Oh, wow, this kid is amazing.
Roderick does not want this to be his last game. He's had a remarkable career for the Case team. Has he been a 4-year starter? 4-year player, at least.
You've been here for all 4 years. I don't know. That's all right. I know he was a starter his sophomore and his junior year.
Yeah. You would think I would know that.
Yeah, that's all right. Alex Wright, freshman of the game with that shot from the Bulldogs.
I know he played his freshman year. I don't remember if he started or not. Oh, that was not a great pass.
Stolen by Spinard. It's a 3-on-1. Wright, don't give him the open 3. And a foul.
Man, Rodrigues.
Yeah, Jordan's first foul, the team's third. Alex Wright will go to the line. Now, the last time that these two teams matched up, again, it was about 6 weeks ago. Alex Wright had 16 points, and many of those coming from beyond the arc.
Great game there for Wright. Already got 3 points in this one. Sawyer Fox had a great game last time. He had 15 for the Bulldogs.
Fox
had 8. Last time we played, only 4 players on the Bulldogs actually scored. But looking that way again with Wright and Garrity. I got to say, other than Spinard and maybe a little bit for Wayne Andrews, not a whole lot of height on this old Rochester team. At least matching up by compared to Case and stripped away again.
Roderick's dribbled into a quadruple team. Spinard and an offensive foul. That is the correct call. Robert Spinard's foul. The team is first and the team's third of the half. Jacob Smith, sophomore combo guard, checking into the game for the Rochester Heat Dons, number 1.
He was also not on the roster last time they played.
He got the promotion from JV. 4 seconds in the quarter. Caton's got to shoot it, and he's fouled.
Well, that's not going to be a shooting foul, though, so they still have to get a shot off here.
And Smith's first foul.
They get 2 seconds.
Yeah, you got 2 seconds. Plenty of time to get a shot off. Dyer to inbound on our far side. They give it to Rodrigues. He's got to shoot it, and it's a little short. No good. So at the end of 1, the score is 13-8. Case leading. What have you seen from the Cardinals so far that's been working?
Well, I would say getting it inside to Jordan Rodrigues is a key part of this. I know we're looking around waiting what the camera's going to cut.
Yeah.
This is typical in here. Feeding it to Rodrigues has definitely worked out well for them. And I would say as well, I have to say, protecting that perimeter defense.
Yeah,
there we go. Aye.
Brady Kudo and Tyler Clark. Go ahead, Tyler.
Anyway, as I was saying, Old Rochester, I don't think they've hit a three-pointer yet, have they?
They
have 4 points for Wright and 4 points for
No,
Garrity.
they have not hit a 3.
No, they have not hit a 3. So Case has protected that perimeter shot, and they've been getting it inside to Jordan Rodrigues, who already has 6 points. And Case themselves has 1 3-pointer. We're not hurling 3-pointers. Let's have a 3. So, I mean, 13-18 is a pretty normal, modest score for a first quarter. So trying to get going here. Case went off to that roaring start, 11-2, and then
they had that 11-2 run, and then
Old Rochester's climbed.
They came back a little bit.
Back into it a little bit. Look like Jamie Mona's up there in the stands.
Jamie Mona's, yeah. Keegan was here last night. Jamie's here tonight.
They did win. You were here for that.
Yeah, that was a great game between the Vikings and the Lady Cardinals, who will travel to Somerset Berkeley on Tuesday.
They were at girls are a 7 seed, right?
Yeah.
So actually, that was the first postseason game the girls team has won in a number of years.
Yeah. I didn't know how many.
They qualified last year for the state tournament as a 16th
seed.
They barely made it in.
They got shelled by Norwell.
Norwell, the number 1 seed,
Yeah.
who I don't think even won. I don't remember who won.
They got knocked out in the semis.
Yeah.
I looked the other day.
So, congratulations to the Case girls team.
Yeah, moving on. Now, this is our season finale.
Well, we actually
live coverage of Swansea Cable Access.
We actually did calculate this. It is statistically and mathematically possible that Case could host another game.
It is.
The odds of this are very low because the only circumstance would be is if the currently winless Bourne Canalmen run the table in the postseason, in which case Case has to do the same thing, in which case they would technically be the higher seed that would host. But let's just assume that won't happen.
Yeah.
But I thought last game was going to be it, and here we are for another one. Just a bit of an unusual circumstance. It's a play-in game essentially to play the 1 seed. That's why we got a home game.
Yeah, first round matchup. A lot of teams with a bye. Spinard's 3 is around and out. Rebounded by Andrews, guarded by Rodrigues. Kicks it back out to Garrity for 3. Campos on the board.
They're still protecting that perimeter shot.
Yeah. Campos baseline for 2. Back to that press. Fox hasn't scored yet to Andrews.
Well, be careful, backcourt violation here for Old Rochester.
Alex Wright, 5'11" guard, senior, does not want this to be his last game, as all of these seniors do. Everybody's hungry for a win. Live from the Bird Cage in Swansea as that shot from Fox is short. Campos on the rebound. He'll push it. Pass to Dyer. Wide open 3. No good. Rebounded by Garrity. 17-10 Case. As in a few minutes, we'll get ready for our 2-minute halftime. Spinard's fadeaway. Right? What'd you say?
I doubt they'll extend it here.
Oh, no. Campos, pull-up J.
Man, wow, that was not an easy shot.
No, it wasn't.
That was with a man in his face falling backward from the foul line, and he still got it in. I've said this in other broadcasts. I'm going to say it again. That shot is a dying breed in basketball. That mid-range jumper.
And
double dribble.
Garrity double dribble. Jake Costa checking into the game for Jared Sutcliffe. Jagger Jones and Stephen Morrell check in for Old Rochester.
Jones is back in after his 2 fouls.
Keegan Moniz and Jake Costa check into the game. Number 3 and number 24 in white. Kate is screened by Rodrigues. The 3, splash.
Well, Case is looking really darn good again right now. They're expanded that lead. They're going to get 9 points in this quarter. And that press again.
And that press worked.
It's got a steal there for Jake Costa.
Caton for floater. Over the head of Rodrigues. Moniz is put back, is no good. Rebounded by, and rebounded by nobody.
Nobody.
And it'll stay Cardinal ball.
Worth pointing out too, with the exception, I would say, of the Dighton Rehoboth game, I'd say Case has certainly gotten better and better every game that we've seen.
Oh, I agree.
If you look at the other games that they played as well, I mean, they started off as Campos shot no good.
Alex Wright on the rebound. He'll push it for Old Rochester.
They started off pretty slow, and then ended up 4 and 5, like you said, winning the last 2 out of 3 games. And this one, so far, they still have not given up a 3-pointer yet.
Jones' 3 is an air ball. Moniz on the rebound.
If I remember this from last time, the Bulldogs like to shoot that 3 ball, too.
They've done a great job containing the 3. It's something Dan Wenzel told me pregame.
Campos ran before he had it.
Campos dropped the pass. Stolen by Garrity. Into the paint. Wow.
Nice layup.
He's got 5. 22-12. Cardinals. That was weird. I was going to say Bulldogs. Then I was going to say Cardinals. I was going to say Bulldogs again. And I realized it was Cardinals. Yep.
We know what you meant.
Cardinals? Yeah. Yep, they're winning. Caton's shot is good.
Another difficult left-handed shot.
That was very difficult. He's got 9 points in the first half. Nice interception. Oh, man. Nice block. And Jordan on the putback. He's got 8. And Caton was like Stephon Gilmore back in coverage out there.
That was a good play there by Hayden, and that trap is going back and working well right now for the Cardinals. They've already equaled the number of points they had in the first quarter. They've got 13 points right now. The Bulldogs have 4 in this quarter.
Yeah. So
the defense working very well, and I gotta say the point distribution for Case is very even.
Yeah.
I got Caton and Rodrigues with 9. Campos has 8, and Sutcliffe has 3. And Old Rochester, they got Liam Garrity's leading the way with 6. Alex Wright has 4, and Spinard has the other 2.
Yeah.
But overall, this was a team, if I remember last time, in the first quarter, they just started bombarding Case with 3.
Yep.
I mean, I remember, you go back and look, I don't have the stats, but Old Rochester had jumped out to a humongous lead at first. I have it down that they were winning 37-23 at the end of, I believe it was the third quarter, and Case came all the way back and almost actually won.
And they lost by 2.
They lost, I have it as 3, 45-42.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Unless I wrote down the score wrong.
No, I think you're right.
And I had them, they beat the Warriors 64-50. Nope, that was not. Yeah, 64-52.
Seacock matches up with Fairhaven on Tuesday. That's going to be a great game.
Right. We did not see Fairhaven this year. They had an awesome team last year. They slightly regressed this year, which was expected.
Yeah, they're a 4 seed in the tournament. Yeah, it took a step back. Apponequet, obviously the 1 seed. DR the 2. New Bedford Vogue the 3.
Case also beat.
Case
has beaten the 1, the 3, and the 5. And Bourne, who was the last
the 10.
With the
they
10.
They play Wareham tonight.
Right. But, I mean, Case is capable of beating anybody. I mean, they do so great against Dayton Rehoboth. But the good news is if Case ends up making it running, they wouldn't have to run into Dayton Rehoboth until theoretically the championship. That's the only time they could play DR.
Yeah.
One game at a time, though.
Mona's a second foul. The team's fourth at the half. Sutcliffe going to check back into the game.
Jake Costa still in there, who's a senior, I believe.
Costa, yeah, he's in there.
Good defensive player.
Andrews. Fox's pull up. Shot, no good. And Andrews and Roderick's getting into it. Possession going to go to Old Rochester.
Nothing overly physical. That was just good basketball.
Yeah.
Pull it down, no elbows went flying.
Yep. Well, Andrews did throw in a little
right
elbow,
at the end out of
nothing to
No.
cause a tech. Yep. Right on cue, the high ball screen by Rochester.
Ooh,
And Costa fell,
went down.
which will allow Smith to shoot.
he missed.
It's around and out. Jacob Smith wearing the Patrick the Star Kyrie's. 2:53 left to go. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Campos is three. Short board by Rodericks, and a defensive foul going to be called.
Right.
That's going to be Smith's second.
That can't be on Rodericks. He was going up for the rebound.
Preston Dyer and Alex Wright coming back into the game for the Cardinals and the Bulldogs, respectively. Sutcliffe. Spin move. Shot no good. Rebounded by Morrell. He gets it to Garrity. He'll push it. Andrews outside. Guarded by Sutcliffe. Wright's catch and shoot.
Oh, they're
Little to
still
the
not
left.
giving that shot up.
No, that's if you are Steve Carvalho, you want Alex Wright taking that shot. He just missed it.
No,
That happens.
it happens, but he's not getting the best look at it either. Case just is not allowing it.
And they're drawing fouls.
And drawing fouls right here.
Alex Wright's first foul, the team's sixth.
Next foul, and the Bulldogs will put Case in the bonus.
Yeah. The free throw is good. Caton has 10.
Caton's been pretty quiet the last couple games as well.
Yeah. Robert Spinar checking into the game for the Bulldogs.
He didn't score against DR. He only had 3 in the game against Seekonk.
The free throw from Caton is good. Case 2 of 3 from the stripe. Now full court press working again is Garrity to Morrell for 2. That's Morrell's first 2 of the night. It's 28-14 Cardinals. Not sure how much time is left.
Yeah, we'll get a shot at the other camera soon.
Caton, pull-up mid-range shot is no good. $1:46 left to go in the half.
Well, Case is going to go to halftime here with a pretty good lead still. I mean, Old Rochester may score again. But it got a 14-point lead here, and we're almost at the end of the first. You're looking pretty good.
Yeah.
They protected that perimeter shot, as I keep saying.
I was going to say, you almost spoke too soon, but Dan Wenzel going to slow it down with a timeout.
So far this quarter, the Cardinals have outscored Old Rochester 15-6.
That's incredible.
13-8 after the first quarter, and they're just
and now 15-6.
Just keeping the run going. I got Rodericks, my unofficial stats, full disclaimer, as I've said, has 5 rebounds.
5 or 9?
I have 5.
5.
5. We're right next to each other. I can barely hear you with these big headsets on.
It's when the music is playing, it's really hard to hear. But
well, if we were in the gym, it would be even louder. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If we were in the gym, it would be even
just
louder.
leaned in at Tyler to hear what he was saying.
And talking with masks on doesn't make it any easier either. As you've seen, we're staying here in Swansea Cable Access. We're respecting social distancing and wearing face coverings and all that as well. But Case looking looking pretty good so far. I hope I don't jinx it here as we go forward. But They look
They look
good.
great.
They look. I was gonna say I'm being modest here by saying they look good. They look great.
Yeah.
This is a good looking Case team that honestly, if they can win this one, they can take off in this tournament. Again, if they win, they play Pontiac, who they beat, and then they would play the winner of Fairhaven Seekonk, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. Who they beat Seekonk, and they lost the Fairhaven game was also their first game of the year. So
I brought a tournament bracket with me. I'll have to take a look at it.
10 team SCC tournament.
Yep.
We did get word actually today of a potential start date for the football season at the end of March. So that'll be unusual. That's something. Whoa, nice play by Rodrigues.
Although, first of all, Brian McCann puts out like a weekly blog, and it says that the February sports season begins on February 22nd. So, I mean, obviously, the fall 2 sports is, you have footballs that's stolen by Rodrigues. You have soccer, field hockey, all this different stuff.
Really cold to play soccer in
very cold to play
March,
soccer. They do it out in England and the Premier League, Serie A in Italy. Oh, nice move by Dyer. He got rejected by the rim, however.
I was going to say, the defender there was the rim. The rim never moves.
Unfortunately. Garrity to Andrews for 3. Also no good. Wow.
Still not getting that to fall. Campos just pulls down another rebound.
Dan Wenzel watched his film this week, that's for sure.
I got a time here.
Yep. 3 seconds in the half. Campos for 3. No. That half-court prayer hit the backboard at least. So, the Case Cardinals in an impressive first half. They lead 30-14. If you're watching this on our YouTube live stream and Channel 9, we do thank you, and we hope to see you for the second half of our Swansea Cable Access finale live from the Birdcage. What a shocking first half from the Cardinals, live from the Birdcage.
That's not as shocking as how short the half times are. think that's the most shocking part of this.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we were in 2 minutes again.
I say shocking because I didn't think the score was going to be 30-14.
I mean, shocking is one way to describe it. I just would say solid.
Solid. That's being modest, I think.
30. Yeah. I mean, anyway, back at it. I guess I can reverse this. I'm Tyler Clark. That's Brady Kudo. As Brady likes to call it, best
production team in the SCC.
Yeah, you beat me to it there. Thanks. Anyway,
I was hoping to say in unison, like
nah,
a good choir. I don't know.
I just let you start going and it start it. Well, if Case can keep this going here in the second half, they will be well on their way to a postseason victory, and that's a great start there from Roderick.
He's got 13.
Leads all scorers currently with 13 points. That trap again for the Cardinals.
It's working.
The only problem with the trap is someone's always going to be open if you can find them.
But then they got athletes like Campos who is fast enough to get over there as this is blocked by Sutcliffe. What a play by Jared.
I have that as the first block for Case.
Campos is 3. Perfect.
Wow, look at that. 35-14. Whoa, this is looking
That was
real
great.
good.
Garrity through contact is no good.
Rochester coach is not pleased about what he's seeing.
No. I wouldn't be.
That game earlier this year was the first game of the year. It also came down to the final shot.
Yeah, it did.
Well, what?
And
I don't know what that pass was
yeah,
to.
that
But
pass slipped out of Campos' hands.
Moniz was, I don't know if he ducked or he really just wasn't expecting that.
Wayne Andrews, guarded by Rodericks. Jagger Jones inside is Stephen Morrell. Met by the double team. Fox is 3.
It's
Still no threes from Old Rochester as Jones's second chance points are good. He's got his first field goal of the night. And
Looks
Keegan is banged up.
Keegan looks, yeah, the referee called that himself. So Keegan's out.
I think he's, I'm hoping he's okay.
We'll see if we get an update on how he is.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened. I assume we're going to see trainer Jen Rosas
I was going to say, she'll be in action soon.
tending to him. Fire shot. That's no good.
Andrews.
Boy, for a big man, he likes to shoot that three ball. He hasn't hit one yet. He hasn't actually scored at all.
Yeah, he's been quiet so far.
Pulled down 3 rebounds, I got him as.
Fox met by Campos. To Garrity, drive inside. That's tipped by Campos.
5 seconds to shoot.
Yep.
Finally got the open look.
There you go. And finally, Jagger Jones can make the Rochester Mamas stop crying. They're now like 1 of 14 from 3 or something like that.
I don't know how many they've shot. It's been several. A
An
wide open look, so
yeah.
he had a great look at it there.
Dyer to Rodericks. That's just denied by Jagger Jones. Jagger denying Rodericks of the dagger.
Yeah, drum set.
That was not good, I know.
No,
Dagger's more of a three-pointer, but that's just tipped. Wow, Jagger Jones, quite the athlete. He definitely matches Campos in athleticism.
Whoa, over.
Yeah, that was not tipped. I thought that was tipped.
Oh, Coach Dan Wenzel is saying the same thing.
Sutcliffe thought it was from what I could see.
It might have been just slipped out of the
Or
hands.
it could have slipped.
It could have slipped. I mean, nobody. I mean, that was right in front of the crowd right there. No one really argued it.
Yeah. Well, as Dave Olmstrider says in his pregame speech, all spectators are supposed to cheer in a positive, sportsmanlike manner.
That never happens. We actually saw the Bishop Connolly game last year. A fan got ejected. Remember that?
I do.
The referee, referees put up with a lot of flack. The referee actually stopped the game mid-play.
Yep.
Came over to the scorer's table and asked that the fan be removed. And when security actually went to talk to the fan, he got up and just left.
Yeah,
he just got up and left the gym.
Dave Farrell was the head of security, or is he still works security for the games? Obviously not this year. That's been passed over to Bob Mitchell and Sherry and Cheryl Reese. As Rodericks' underhand shot no good.
And the fan just got up and left.
Hey.
He didn't argue it. He didn't say anything. He just got up and left,
Just
and
left.
the game continued. But I'd never seen that before.
I do know who that was. I learned who that was. I will not say on air who that was. Anyway, this is Campos. Nice move, and he got the layup to go. He now matches Rodrigues for 13 points in this game. So Campos and Rodrigues have combined for Case's 26 of 37.
Certainly, Garrity leads Old Rochester scores with 6.
Right, checking back into the game for the Bulldogs.
I mean, this is looking like a real dangerous Case team if they can get going in this tournament. From what I've seen tonight, they're certainly not a typical,
I agree with you there.
Not a typical 8 seed.
No. Jones is deep 3, short. We got a foul going the other way.
You do occasionally see in that NCAA tournament that 8 seed just sneaks up.
Yep.
2014 Kentucky, the runners-up, to 7-seeded UConn actually won. Butler made a run a couple years ago as an 8 seed. It does happen. The low seeds do pull it off sometimes.
Wasn't an 8 seed, but in one of my favorite NCAA tournament runs ever. 11 seeded Loyola Chicago.
Right, 11 seed, and then.
They won. It was that second game, and I hopped on that bandwagon for the rest of that tournament. I will openly admit, I don't.
A lot of people did. So.
Yep.
Don't count out the low seeds.
And Sister Jean is still alive. God bless her.
Right. So.
She's got to be going on 100. She was hilarious. She's amazing.
So, seeding, as we're saying, seeding can be. Oh, that was a pretty pass, but Campos couldn't quite handle it. Oh, he had it too.
And yep, that's
right in transition.
Yep. It happens. Right inside to Jones. Nice shot, but it's a little short. Ryan Quinlan, fresh into the game on the rebound. He kicks it to Fox on the right wing. Right baseline. Floater.
Ooh.
Nice shot by Alex Wright.
That was a high arcing shot.
Yes, it was.
Falling out of bounds.
Very beautiful shot from Alex Wright. Campos, top of the key to Rodrigues. Goes inside, and the foul. Rodrigues is saying, we are not done tonight.
Certainly not. He's got one coming here. Rodrigues has had a fantastic Case career. As we've said, he fortunately, for personal reasons, had to miss part of the season last year, and he lost half the season really this year because of the shortened season, or else.
He's still close to 1,000 points, though.
He'd be way up to close to.
I think he would have been if, like, saying he finished the season last year. I think he would have been a 1,000-point scorer.
But the all-time leading scorer for Case is Drew Plant.
Is it Drew Plant?
I think it was Drew.
Drew, I know it was the most recent to hit 1,000, but I thought there was someone ahead of him.
Well, maybe.
There's someone on that banner up there.
Oh, I forget if it was Drew was the leading scorer or 1,000 points. Whatever it is, I remember we filmed it live of him hitting the mark in the game, and I got the call wrong because I thought he tied it. So I said live that he tied it, and he actually broke it on that play.
Broke the all-time record for what?
Points.
Oh, points.
But I thought
broke 1,000 points.
The play that he did it on, I thought he tied it on.
Oh.
So I said, and Drew Plant has tied the record, and he actually broke the record because they stopped the game and did a ceremony.
I'll put it this way. Don't feel bad because Tuesday, and I apologize for this, I apparently can't count because I had Rodrigues as 31 points. No, he had 26. I added the extra tally. I counted a tally twice.
Yeah. We all make mistakes.
Yep. It happens.
Speaking of mistakes, Case is not making many of them tonight.
No, they're not. Said he's like Case is one team. Oh, yeah, one man.
He collectively, the boys team.
They. Dyer right wing, up fake, drive baseline, nice pass inside of Sutcliffe for 2.
That's his first bucket since early.
Yeah, he's got 5.
Only 4 players on Case have scored. Seems like whenever we do games, Keegan Monis has 10 points or he doesn't score. There's no in between.
Jacob up fake.
We've actually doubled up on Old Rochester now.
Yeah, pretty obvious foul from Preston Dyer. That's his first. Dyer's second, the team's second. I believe we have an injury update on Keegan Moniz. We're saying that he rolled his ankle.
Really?
And yep, there we go. Back into the game. Got it iced up or whatever.
How'd you get that update?
Jamie Moniz.
Oh.
Jen Rosas taped him up, and he is back into the game. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to the girls' team by request.
We probably actually watched in the stands Jamie Moniz responding to your text message.
Probably.
She's right in the middle there.
Right there.
Boy, it's good to have
someone you know.
Someone you know there.
Of course.
Brady, and you only being a freshman here, you'll be doing this for at least 3 more years.
Yeah. Now, by request, we want to give a shout out to the girls' team, primarily Olivia Silva, by request. As many of you know, they'll go on to face Somerset next Tuesday. And that pass stolen by Moniz, fresh into the game. Oh, what a block!
Rejected. Sawyer Fox.
Denied by Sawyer Fox.
Sawyer Fox said, that was a fantastic play by Sawyer Fox.
Yeah, it was.
That gets the momentum back in favor of Old Rochester, which they really need. Not really a great shot there, but
yeah,
Case is well in control right now.
Yeah, you heard Caton. Come on, Keegan. It's all right. Campos to Rodericks. Inside, draws the double team. And, a little too hard. And, I thought that was
off Sutcliffe.
I thought that was actually off Old Rochester, but you are right. Sutcliffe did touch it at the last second before it went out.
Well, Jared thought it was off of Old Rochester too, but Dan Wenzel was right there, and he didn't argue it.
Yeah, no. Garrity check it back into the game. Brady Kudo, Tyler Clark, best production team in the SCC, with you on this Friday night. The weekend coming up.
Yep. Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
It's like snow on Sunday, though.
Yeah.
It's a snowy day.
Now, Keegan and I discussed this last night. He likes the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. Who do you like?
Who do I want to see win, or who do I think will win?
Who do you think will win?
The Chiefs.
But you want Brady to win.
No, I wanted the Buccaneers to win because they haven't been in how many years.
Yeah.
Actually, the last time the Buccaneers were in the Super Bowl, they beat your Raiders.
Yeah, with the traitor, John Gruden, but I wouldn't say traitor because he was traded. That full court prayer is off.
Boy, if that would have went in, we didn't catch that.
If that would have went in, I would have went home.
It actually happened once when I was the cameraman several years ago.
Full court.
There was a full court after it was a JV game. It was a full court after the buzzer. 1, it didn't count, and 2, I was still setting up because it was the JV game, so I didn't catch it. Everyone's pointing at me like, why didn't you get that? I'm like, it's not running. The camera's physically not on.
Right.
But I did see that once. It was a crazy shot.
Yeah. I know. I saw it Sports Center this morning. Hi, everyone. I'm Brady Kudo, my friend Tyler Clark, and the best production team in the SEC. If you're watching this on our YouTube live stream and on Channel 9, we do thank you. And unfortunately, this is our basketball season finale.
Yep.
Well, at least broadcasting at least. You will have film for the Case Somerset game, another edition of the Route 6 rivalry, live from Somerset. But in about a month or so, we'll be here for Case High School football.
Well, we hope so. We don't really know what's going on with that yet. There are that postponed season. We got football, volleyball. I mean, we might be doing some soccer games. I probably won't be doing all of those. You would do every game every day that you could. I know you. We got Keegan. Keegan's
here.
Hello. Keegan, you've been a great help to us here in Swansea Cable Access. You're here for someone who doesn't even go to Case High School. Student at Berkeley, but remarkably filled in. And so hopefully here, Swansea Cable Access, we'll be able to bring you some more games here in the spring for the postponed fall season. Then hopefully, Brady, by the time fall rolls around, it'll be a normal school year, a normal schedule, back to
I'm hoping so.
being normal. But for now, we still got 1 quarter to go. And Case is
And
that didn't go in.
no, it didn't.
A couple offensive rebounds.
Garrity has 8. Yeah, for football, I don't know. I think you said you're gonna do play-by-play.
Well, I'll start. I'll do the first game, and then you'll see. But you're very, I should say, quick to learn. But right before the game,
I'm quick to what?
Quick to learn.
Ah.
Before the game last week that I did with Keegan, the Wareham game, Brady's texting me saying good luck and things like. I'm like, I did this for years. He just didn't know what to do with himself, I guess, beforehand. But by the way, I want to point out that Coach Dan Wenzel is currently unhappy. If you didn't see that clip, I was kind of talking over.
Oh, they weren't crashing the boards well enough.
No.
So
you do not want to let the Bulldogs think they can get back into this game.
Yeah.
You don't. That would be an epic collapse if Case manages to lose this. The 19-point lead going into the 4th quarter.
No, better late than never. I talked to Coach Wenzel before the game. He said we got to crack down on the turnovers.
Right, and I mean that wasn't really so much a turnover. That was just getting multiple offensive rebounds.
The main emphasis was on defense tonight in practice. You got to take care of the basketball and shot selection. Take good shots and make good shots. So Dan Wenzel, as said before, his 6th year at the helm of the Cardinals, assisted by Jeremy Puccio.
Still looking for his first postseason victory. He still hasn't gotten that yet.
First postseason victory.
If they win tonight, it's his first postseason victory as coach of this team. Head coach of this team. They said they've been there before.
Haven't won.
They just haven't won.
Now for the Rochester Bulldogs, Steve Carvalho in year number 16, as we said, he's assisted this year by Jeremy Bear and Chris Cabe.
Now Old Rochester's going back with the full court press.
Yeah.
They just need to force some turnovers here. Again, the Old Rochester needs several breaks to go their way. 17 points isn't completely insurmountable here in the 4th quarter, but Case just has to completely melt down here if they're going to lose. Famous last words. That's blocked.
Yeah, seriously. As Campo, Sutcliffe to Rodriguez. There's a scrum on the floor for the ball. It's picked up by Garrity. Costa did not foul.
Travel.
And a travel on Wayne Andrews.
Case caught a break there.
Yeah, they did.
Principal Ryan McCann is exiting the building. There he goes.
Goodbye, Mr. McCann.
He had his coat and his scarf on.
He's ready to go.
Talking to athletic director there, Anthony Palladino.
Also head football coach.
Right.
Do we want to give him a shout out for putting this together? This is Caton. Pass outside of Campos. His corner 3 is good.
Campos has tied Broderick's. They both got 16.
Yeah.
That's the most I've seen Campos score this year, I think. Let me go back and look in my handy-dandy notebook. Like I'm on Blue's Clues. Jagger Jones, as we were talking, just put a layup in. I mean, Case still has a 18-point lead here.
Yeah.
And
Caton. Roderick's half court to Sutcliffe.
They could just take time off the clock as well.
That's all you need to do.
Get the open shot if you get it, but don't force it.
No.
Take some time off. That's what they look like they're doing.
Which is good. 7 on the shot clock. Caton step back 3 is good. He leads all scorers in this game with 19 points. 14, I still can't count.
No, okay, and 14 is not more than 14 is not more than 6.
No, it's not.
Well, he leads.
How I ended with an A- in math this term, I'll have no idea.
Yeah, he's got 14. I mean, if he was on Old Rochester, he'd be leading scoring, but
Aiden Caton is leading all Rochester scorers. There we go. My goodness.
So 16 apiece for Campos and Roderick's.
Sutcliffe's 3 is no
14
good.
for
Roderick's on the
Caton.
offensive rebound, goes back, goes up, there's a foul, and 1.
Coach Dan Wenzel's pumped.
Staring into our camera once again, I love it. Did not hear, I thought, was that Morel?
It's like Ben Paquette's talking to the Spectator reporter over there.
Is Robbie, is he from the Spectator, or is he Herald News?
Oh,
Spectator.
I'm pretty sure it's Spectator.
To save you confusion.
Yeah. Don't confuse me anymore. I'm pretty sure I've seen him for years. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
Spectator.
I thought he was the Spectator.
I've talked to him before games.
Oh, he's amazing. Do you want to give a shout out to him? One of the best photographers in the business. Fox, right wing. Who was that foul on? I know the free throw was no good, but who was the foul on?
Yeah, I was so busy talking about the Spectator.
I'm going to go Morrell.
It was Sawyer Fox.
Oh, Fox? Oh, yeah.
Right there.
There on the scoreboard. You just start looking at that more.
That was Moniz, I think, that had the block on that.
Yeah. Okay, and we got about 5.5 minutes left to go in the game.
23-point lead.
Yep.
Nope.
And that shot, no good. Sutcliffe on the offensive board. He's got 7.
I got a pretty good feeling about this one now.
I do too.
I mean, I thought it'd be a little bit closer than it was. Case has really come out strong in this.
They, again, you said earlier, they don't look like a
they look like an 8 seed.
And this is is going to sound very biased, but this is my absolute unbiased opinion. This team has a legitimate chance to upset Apponequet on Tuesday.
They already beat them once.
I don't care if it's on the road.
But this is a Case team that, going into this season, I got to be honest, too, I expected to be better than 4 and 5.
I did as well.
They just had a little bit of a slow start.
And it happens. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'll go to football. I expected the Houston Texans to be way better than what they were.
You're right. Yeah, we can say that. But to talk about the SCC tournament here,
right.
Case had 4 wins, and 3 of them were against teams that were seeded higher than them.
Yeah.
They beat the 1 seed, the 3 seed, and the 5 seed, and the other win, again, was against the 10 seed, so I won't consider that. But 3 of their 4 wins were against teams seeded higher than them. And they never really got blown out, other than Dighton Rehoboth. I'll give that one, but they get blown out by Dighton Rehoboth. But other than that, they really weren't. They
were in every game. You're exactly right. Well, anyways, to look forward to the future. Volleyball, if we end up doing it, I don't know. We're not sure who's doing play-by-play and color for that.
We'll see, but
we got plenty of time. Although we say that, and it's gonna come on us, like that.
We got a great studio to film things in here whenever they come up. Now I
do want to thank our director for the wonderful setup once again. I don't know if you can hear me. Give me the thumbs up. Love it.
Give a thumbs up.
Lucy Cabral loving that. I'll point out our production team. I don't think I've done that tonight. Our director, as always, is Adam Kitchen. Lucy, we're spoiled. Oh, stop it. Our camera operators, as you just heard, Lucy Cabral.
Well, I don't think they heard that. I think that's just in our headset.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. Well,
yeah.
Lucy
called us. But when this is, I got a story for that. Just give me 1 second. Okay.
Lucy called us spoiled as Caton's free throw is no good.
So there was the Apponequet game where we had the 20-minute delay, and they're talking about things, and you're having things that are whispered in your headset and you're responding to, but no one can hear that. So you're just basically talking to yourself if you go back and watch the game again. I mean, I've gone back and I've listened to this several times. It's like a couple minutes where you just listen to it. You have like a conversation
with yourself.
Just because you can hear it in your ear doesn't mean it can be heard.
That's true.
Be heard on air. I just want to just point that out.
8 seconds left on the shot clock. Roderick's rather.
Too hard. Sutcliffe though with that for the rebound.
Yep. And the shot clock
went
does go off.
Yeah, they didn't. Technically, that didn't even hit the rim.
Yeah. Our other camera operator, Ben Paquette, and with me in the booth, Tyler Clark. Lucy Cabral, want to point her out, co-host of 4 Deep Sports Talk on WARA 1320 AM every Saturday at noon.
You called into that a couple weeks ago.
I did.
I thought you were in person when you called in.
I was not. I called in. I'll be.
When I was on it, I was in person.
Yeah, that was pre-COVID.
It was well before COVID. It was April of 2019.
I'll be listening live tomorrow. I don't know about you. Ben Paquette, a senior.
Worth pointing out right now that no one is in any foul trouble on either team. The most fouls anybody has is 2.
2 with Moniz and Dyer for the Cardinals and Smith and Jones.
I have Moniz and Caton with 2.
Or Moniz and Caton.
I don't have any fouls for Clayton.
Moniz and Caton? Oh, I thought Caton had 1.
Caton just picked up this one right now.
Oh, that's why. Okay, because I missed it.
Too busy standing for.
Standing and reading and fixing my shirt. Fox, I know he made the first free throw. And the second one is no good, however. That rebound controlled by Fox, who gets it to Quinlan to Smith, the sophomore guard. Guarded by Sutcliffe, back out to Fox. And that's blocked by Costa. At least Fox is in the scoring column tonight.
Yeah, he didn't make that free throw. He missed them both.
Oh, he missed them both? Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, he just said he made the free throw, and I'm like.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, 16, 20. Yeah, he didn't make it.
Okay.
He made, because I'm like, he said he made it. I'm like, he just pickpocketed right there. And I'm like, 'cause sometimes I see the score, because I just have a series of
tally marks.
If we cut to inside the booth here, I can show you basically what I do, but I don't know if that's going to happen because I don't think how many more breaks we're really going to have here.
As Roderick's is fade away, no good. Rebound controlled by Smith.
I guess a series of tally marks, so it's hard to.
Smith drive inside, draws the double team, no good. Rebounded by Roderick's. He
Boy,
gets it to Caton.
Beast, I got 7 for him so far, unofficial.
No, that sounds about right.
Case is they've already got 11 points this quarter. The Bulldogs only have 4.
Wow.
So Old Rochester had 14 in the first half. They only have 13 in this half. Case pretty even. 30 in the first. They got 23 in this, but they haven't really needed to that much. They have to shoot here.
And another shot clock violation, but you're just trying to take time off the clock, really.
Yeah, Coach Ian Wenzel's not going to get on him for that.
No.
He's going to be rather pleased when this game is over.
Oh, I would be.
They gather in the library, which is kind of right near where us and.
Right across the hall. And me pre-game. Jeepers. Fairhaven and Wareham, remember that?
Yes.
We've had this series of bloopers in here for sure, but it's all right.
It's normal.
Spinard, no offensive foul call, but Quinlan's shot is an air ball. Morrell on the rebound, spins, no good. Campbell's with a great athletic rebound.
Oh, this is good. Case finally going to get that first postseason win.
Postseason win.
I mean, you can thank that for the inclusion of the SCC tournament this year. Without the tournament, they probably wouldn't have.
And I'm hoping to see this in the future. I think every year, this really needs to be something that the SCC does, in my opinion. So if I got anyone from the SCC listening, I've heard nothing but positive feedback from this. So please continue to do this because it is great.
But there's a lot of things that you saw that were changed for COVID. We saw expanded MLB playoffs. We saw expanded NHL playoffs. We saw expanded MLB playoffs to give these other seeds a chance, and it was 2 1 seeds in the World Series. But
Caton's 3 is a splash.
Why not? Actually,
17 points for the junior.
I got 18. I got him as 18.
Okay.
Want me to go through this again?
No, I trust you. 56-27 Cardinals. Smith, foul on Caton. His 3rd. Preston Dyer, and I quote my friend Tyler Clark, the mass exodus of substitutes with 1:09 left to go in the game.
Everybody else coming in. Brandon Bentoncourt is in. Jaglowski's in.
Jeremy Puccio
is in. So all the starters are out.
And why not?
Clayton Dyer's in. He's basically the 6th man, so he's still in.
Preston donning number 2. Wayne Andrews met by the double team, and I believe that's Costa on the foul. Yes.
Well, since we're in the waiting moments here of this game, Brady, it's been quite a time. This is the first time in years that the final game that I did was a win.
Really? No. Nice reverse layup from Stephen Morrell.
Last year, the last game that we did was Morrell. Was a loss to Conley. Before then, with the 2 tournament games that were losses.
Yep.
So it's been a couple years. It's nice to end on a good note and not
absolutely
disappointment.
I'd say and I'm gonna give a huge shout out. I'll do this at the end of the game, but actually I'll just save it for the end of the game. As Costa controls the ball for the Cardinals, and that's just going to about do it.
24. No, they don't have to shoot.
They don't have to shoot. They're just going to run out the shot clock.
Well, Old Rochester might make him shoot. I mean, Quinlan is playing right to the very end here.
Yeah.
Betancourt with it.
Betancourt just going to dribble it out. That
it's going to be stolen, so Old Rochester might get a chance here.
And so for the first time in a decade, the Case Cardinals grab a postseason win. That shot is no good at the buzzer. Dan Wenzel with his first postseason win as a head coach. We've got a great matchup coming to you on Tuesday. You'll be seeing that on Aponequid live stream. I'm not sure if they do Facebook or whatever. It is next Tuesday. You will see the 8-seeded Case High School Cardinals. They will be taking on the 1-seeded Aponequid Lakers. For the girls, I don't know if you could hear what we hear, but I just heard a massive eruption.
Yep, in there.
So, Keegan Hamlet, I know you're watching, thank you so much for everything. I hope to do this again with you next year. Tyler, thank you for another great season. I hope to do this with you next year. We'll be back to bring you football. To our director, Adam Kitchen, thank you for an amazing season. Our camera operators this year, Lucy Cabral, Ben Paquette, and Ryan Swords, we thank you for an amazing season. And most importantly, to our fans and our audience, we thank you for tuning in to Case High Basketball on Swansea Cable Access TV. So, for the final time, I'm Brady Kudo with Tyler Clark and the best production team in the SEC. We say good night and go Cardinals.
Good night.